Hello, everybody. I'm your host, Eric Bird, here at StopStrugglingNow.com. And it's another Dominican Republic Weekly, episode 5. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, September 24th, 2023. And oh my, are there a lot of updates over the last week, especially for you business investors, real estate investors, or people who are planning on visiting the island just because of vacation, because of wellness. Can you believe medical tourism is on the rise? Well, yes. Guess which Caribbean nation is leading the way? That's right. You can guess. And welcome. Stop struggling now. Gear. Check. And please like, subscribe, and click the bell below so you get the latest updates. Now, let's get to it. Right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, and once again, thank you so much for being here, and please share the videos. You never know who is out here looking for information. If somebody says no credit check, no qualifying, no barriers to entry to buy real estate, you might get their attention. When you tell somebody that they can go to one of the best tourist vacation spots in the world, people might pay attention. When somebody says you can start a business relatively easily in an up-and-coming environment, meaning tourist numbers at record highs every month, they might want to pay attention. So let's get into it, shall we, ladies and gentlemen? Because right here, Dominican Today, last week we left off with the one announcement of that border situation with Dominican Republic and Haiti. 1 week after is right now. After the closure, nothing has been resolved. Everybody is sitting there waiting to get it handled. Now, that canal, all right? Now, I want to call it Massacre River because I don't know if it's pronounced a different way, but it's Massacre River and a canal. So that will be resolved, I'm hoping. The reason why we think it's going to be resolved is that we're talking about billions of dollars coming to at least the Dominican Republic. Quite frankly, some of these billions should have been going to Haiti if Haiti decided to turn their part of the island into tourism on a highly escalated level. But that's a whole nother story, a whole nother topic. What I'm going to do, though, is I'll have a link down below because this is very short. There's not really anything to report. The Friday marks a week since Santo Domingo closed all borders with the neighboring country, which is Haiti, generated significant economic damage to both parties, exactly, and calm has reigned so far. But sooner or later, something's going to have to change. So when it does, stay here for Dominican Republic Weekly, and you will get the latest update on that. Now, let's get into something that should have a lot of people's attention, especially if you are not from the Dominican Republic, and even if you are from Dominican Republic. Right here, all of this information, I will have a link down below in the description box. Now, choosing the optimal business structure for expats establishing businesses in the Dominican Republic. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Everybody on podcast, please pay attention because they have 4. They have something called an EIRL. That's an individual. It's simple. Individuals wanting to start a business without any partners. All right? That's an ERL. Now, SRL is when the structure, it requires a minimum of 2 partners. Partners are not liable for company debts beyond their contribution. It's a flexible structure, offers personal asset protection, making it ideal. Now, you want to go with the larger company and be like a C Corp in the United States? That's an SA. That would be the third one. S is in Sam, A is in Apple. Sociedad Anonima. All right? Now, that is C Corp level for United States, suitable for large businesses, minimum of 7 shareholders, and shareholders' liability is limited to the amount of their investment. All right? Now, the fourth, SAS, that combines elements of the SRL and SAA, and it allows flexibility in its management and operations. It requires a minimum of 2 shareholders, and like in SA, which is the previous one I was talking about, their shareholders' liability is limited to their contribution. Now, there are differences with administrative and other requirements between an SA, which is the third one, and the SAS, which is the fourth one. All right? Now, remember, if you guys want to come and join me November 6th through November 8th, 2023 in Punta Cana, Dominican Republic, that's right, get your tickets. All right? Down below in the description, there will be a link to go get your tickets at SSN Lifestyle. Now, reason we're going over there is because we have people who are buying real estate. We're going to talk to some realtors. We're going to talk to lawyers. That's right, more than one. You know we love Johan, but we're going to talk to a second one as well. We're going to talk and go see projects. We're going to talk with a developer. That's right. Developer that's doing about $100 per square foot to $115 to $20 per square foot. Yes, he's going to come talk with us and be in the house. We're going to go on tour, so to speak, to a few projects so you can see what it looks like. So if you're interested, all of this right here will help you out because you can start a foreign corporation in the DR. That's right. Now, I want to get something else that's popped up recently. You guys know there's a lot of hotels being built on the Dominican Republic portion of Hispaniola, right? The island that is shared with Haiti because of the white sand beaches, because it's a lot of untapped areas. So people with multi-millions of dollars, billions of dollars, such as Hyatt, they are leading the charge where they're saying we're going to get something at Michis. We're going to get something at Samana. We're going to get something in La Romana. They are going all over the island, plan on spending hundreds of millions of dollars. We're going to get into that. But because of these hoteliers, because of these hotels, they are going to start protecting themselves. Just like here in America, they are starting to do it here. Look at this headline. There'll be a link down below for this too. Hoteliers from the East Zone request the state to regulate the Airbnb in Verón, Punta Cana. Now, I don't know why Verón. Now, I will say this. This is just going to be something that's going to happen all over the world in most cities, is that if you are not going to be in a regulated, zoned location, meaning if you're just randomly going to be in a residential neighborhood and you're going to try and do an Airbnb and allow people to party, stay up late, which you cannot regulate, that is going to be a problem. Cities and counties and states are trying to turn their residential neighborhoods back into residential neighborhoods. Now, the other side of the coin is, let's say they do allow it, then that also means, guess what's going to happen? You are going to start having to get a license. You're going to have to be regulated. You're going to have to pay taxes. That's exactly what these guys here are requesting. And so therefore, when we're out here and we know there's going to be 50,000 hotel rooms in the Dominican Republic, majority of those are all inclusive. A lot of people just don't want to stay in a hotel room. Some people would like to have a full-size fridge and a couple of bedrooms and a couple of king-size beds or 2 twin beds in a room separately, and they can live with the sofa sleeper. And how about we have other amenities besides all we can eat, a water park, and of course you might have mini golf and things like that. But what is the price? So I've started noticing something which we're going to talk about on the Monday night live stream here in the SSN Nation, because hotels, all inclusive, are popping up all over the DR. We're going to talk about that shortly. But here's an example. He stressed, meaning Frank Ranieri, when he talks, people listen. The businessman, Frank Ranieri, all right? He's big time. He's the guy that's speaking for the hotels, all right? So he stressed that it's not acceptable for a 3-bedroom house to accommodate 12 people through Airbnb. Ranieri insisted that Airbnb be regulated the same way it is in major cities worldwide. I told you this was going to happen. So that means, just like in Miami, when you're buying a condo or a villa or a home, you have to already have, before it's built, approval for short-term rentals. So can you say Nativo Miami? Can you say 501 Residence? Can you say Lofty Brickell? Can you say Gale Hotel and Residences? They're already approved for short-term rental, so this would not affect anybody else. So that's why when we start talking about our condo projects in the Dominican Republic, we make sure short-term rentals are allowed and part of the structure. That is why, even though this would not actually go in this same type of way, because they're talking about a 3-bedroom house, but it's the same rules. If you're in Vista and you own a villa, that is perfectly fine because they already addressed that they allow short-term rentals inside their complex. So that's fine. What you can't do inside like Vista Cana or any other residential complex is flip it around. You can't open up, you can't buy 2 units and make one of the units a mini mart and the other unit a nightclub. All right, you cannot do that in a residential zone. So why is it that they allow it in a residential zone for people to act like it's a hotel? So it works both ways, ladies and gentlemen. All right, so if you live in a condo or a residential neighborhood, next door cannot be a nightclub. Next door cannot be a supermarket, right? That's what we want. So that's what you have to understand. It works out, but that's why you buy according to what you are trying to do. You don't sit there and just make stuff up. Airbnb's been getting away with this for quite a long time. One day was going to happen. But look at this, ladies and gentlemen. This is, some people should be rubbing their heads together. Do you have skills? The Dominican Republic is ranked 2nd in Latin America for this travel trend. Do you have skills? Remember your mama and dad used to say, become a lawyer, become a doctor. What kind of doctor? Doesn't matter. Can it be an eye doctor? Yes. Does it have to be surgery? No. Can it be some other type of doctor? Well, guess what, ladies and gentlemen? Plastic surgery. The Dominican Republic has been ranked the 2nd best destination for medical tourism in Latin America. Can you believe this? Who knew? Medical tourism, from plastic surgery to the wellness travel. If you were checking out the previous Dominican Republic Weekly, we talked about wellness capital of the Caribbean is what Dominican Republic's trying to be. It's booming worldwide, especially in the United States, and over 50% of all visitors to the Dominican Republic are from the United States thus far. So think about that, ladies and gentlemen. Medical tourism is now part of Dominican Republic. As medical tourism grows in popularity, why the Dominican Republic should be at the top of everyone's travel list, unbelievable. Excellent infrastructure and safety, unbelievable. Another reason for investors to rejoice, or business owners, because that means more people are coming to the island. That has nothing to do with tourism, but they're going to need a place to stay. They're going to need a place to eat, drink, shop, right? While they're there. From cosmetic makeovers to more routine operations, medical tourism can cut down costs while providing more options for travelers. That's exactly what's going to happen. Medical tourism is set to grow by a whopping 30%, and it says from 2023 to 2023. So I'm thinking they're talking about 30% increase in the year 2023. That's right. And the Dominican Republic is uniquely positioned to be a major hub for health and wellness travel. Do you guys now starting to understand why Evan Nader is sitting there saying tourism, tourism, tourism? Because when you start bringing in white sand beaches, golf course, PGA tours, that's fine. And normally white sand beaches is good enough with some fishing and with some great people and atmosphere, and it's not crowded. That's fine. But now you start doing wellness travel for tourism, medical travel for tourism. Now you start bringing in other people that wasn't even going to be accounted for. Do you think there's going to be new records in 2024 for tourists? You betcha, ladies and gentlemen. You bet. All right. So you guys can read over this article. It'll be down below. I'm not going to go too much further about this one, but this again should get everybody a little bit excited. All right. Look at this. In 2021, the country's president, Louis Abinader, launched a new policy that aims to make the tropical island a leading destination for medical travel. So you guys, he's playing chess out here. He's doing one hell of a job, or his tourism minister of tourism is. Either way, these guys are going around making things happen when it comes to tourism, and you get more money for tourism than you do by creating, just if you opened up a business and you hired people and had to take the risk. You make more money, people spend more money on vacations than if they just live there and just pay, right? So keep that in mind, especially when we do wellness, medical, and now when you have potentially two of the best projects in the world are on the island of Dominican Republic, it gets kind of crazy. All right. So we'll talk about that another day. Hyatt, they're big time. They're doing the thing here, ladies and gentlemen. They're big time on the island now. Hyatt to launch first centric brand hotel in the Dominican Republic. Now, you guys, Hyatt, you may know the name Hyatt. You know that's synonymous with upscale. Normally some luxury as well. All right. But these guys are out here doing something else. As travel to the Dominican Republic and Santo Domingo skyrocket this year, here's the latest on Hyatt's growing presence in the sun-soaked destination. That's right. Hyatt Santo Domingo, but it won't be called Hyatt Santo Domingo. It's called, well, let's see if they tell us what it's going to be called. But they're talking about Hyatt in Santo Domingo. All right. Now, capital has over 3 million people. Can't blame them. By the way, Santo Domingo is traditionally the number 2 most visited airport in Dominican Republic. Just so you get this straight, 60% of all travel visitors by air land at Punta Cana International Airport. Less than 10% of all travelers land at Santo Domingo Airport. Just to give you an idea, all right? And then, of course, all over the rest of the island, it's 6% here, 3% there, 5% there to round it up to 100%. But it's not like Santo Domingo is like 30% of visitors. There's a reason. It's a city, right? You can't really have that many all-inclusive or hotels on the beach lined up, right? You can't also just drive off from the beach and then have a bunch of condos, restaurant, nightclub, bars through like right there either. So a city is different. So that's why eastern part of the island and other areas of the island that are previously untapped, basically jungle is what I always call it, that's why they're still available. Now, the new 24-story property will be among the tallest hotels in the capital. That means we might have ocean views, which would be pretty sweet, right? So they're going to have meeting facilities, 130 rooms, 5,000 square feet in size, meeting facilities, that's pretty big size. That's real good. So again, they're going to start upping their game because they're going to feel left out. Everybody going to Samana, Sosua, Punta Cana, La Romana, they're like, hold on a second. We're having all these millions of people. When you combine those 4 places, that covers about 70 to 75% of all visitors are going to those 4 I just mentioned. That's a significant amount of people. So they're going, wait a minute, aren't we like the largest city around here? Why aren't we getting 10 million new visitors? Well, you're going to have to start doing something. And now they are, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know what this Hyatt's going to be called, but it says it's just going to be one of their centric brands. I don't know what that means, but I'm not very familiar with too many Hyatt brands other than Hyatt itself. So You can read the article down below. Here's Hyatt again. So you thought Santo Domingo? No, wrong. Hyatt to open Secrets Playa Esmeralda in Punta Cana next year in 2024. That's right. They're coming. Again, they're calling it Secrets Playa Esmeralda. And guess what else? Dreams Playa Esmeralda. Oh, yes. And look how much, $400 million. And will collectively contribute 1,000 rooms to the hotel offerings, including 750 rooms and suites and an additional 250 exclusively reserved preferred club guests. Now, this is very interesting. The Secrets Playa Esmeralda is going to feature 4 bars, 4 snack bars, and a dedicated lounge for preferred club members. On the other hand, Dreams Playa Esmeralda will cater to families, offering 3 snack bars, 4 bars, a preferred lounge, and Explorers Club with activities for children 3 to 12, the Core Zone and Club with entertainment for young people aged 13 to 17. Very good. Now, these properties fall under the Inclusive Collection, known for its all-inclusive adults-only luxury. So this is going to be very, very interesting. In Mexico, Hyatt is set to open Secrets Tulum, another hot spot for pre-construction. Again, ladies and gentlemen, it's going on around the world. Are you getting in now? While everything is at a stalemate, pretty much. Are you putting no credit check, no qualifying, no barriers to entry, 10% down, 30% during construction? Are you doing that? Well, you have a chance here, ladies and gentlemen. There'll be some information down below. You can go check it out. Now, that's not all. Tourism abound. Let's look at this. These luxury resorts in Punta Cana will belong to the first smart city in the Caribbean. Does anybody know who the first smart city in the Caribbean? What the hell are they talking about? Well, you've heard about it for the last year. Sonesta, a leading U.S.-based hotel firm, has revealed plans to launch 2 new luxury resorts in Larimar City, Punta Cana. That's right. Dominican sun, they're saying, I want you guys to understand, they're calling it the massive project will see the building of the first smart city in the Caribbean. Now, that's taking, that's a mouthful. I will have to admit that's talking a lot, because a lot of people are trying to say that they are a smart city or their project is smart city project, smart project, whatever that term actually means. We'll have to figure this out, because that means technology, electronics, that means solar panels, or using some sort of energy sources that's not going to hurt the environment. That's going to be very interesting. But here it is. The innovative undertaking is set to shake up the luxury hospitality scene in Punta Cana, providing travelers with a new way to experience everything the tropical destination has to offer. You guys know I've been talking about this. You know it's rated my #1 project in the Dominican Republic is Larimar. You guys know that already. And they are bringing 2 5-star hotels. And here it is. Larimar City and Resort is one of the largest hospitality projects in Punta Cana to date. They're true. That's right. It's exactly true. So it's going to be built on that Veron on the Hilly. But I want you to understand, ladies and gentlemen, here's what they're saying. This is actually, I forgot all about this. They're saying it has to house a number of facilities. Some of those facilities, just so you guys know, they're talking about an 18-hole golf course with a clubhouse. They're talking about a sports complex. They're talking about supermarkets. They're talking about pharmacy. They're talking about beach clubs. They're talking about a 3-kilometer beach club it's going to take years to complete, but 3 kilometers of beach club, restaurants, bars, shopping, all on the boardwalk. And then owners have their own owner section of the boardwalk. Hotels are going to be on the boardwalk, the 5-star hotels. So this is what we're talking about. According to the firm, the new properties will be called the Royal Sonesta and the James. For now, Details have been released concerning the total number of rooms and amenities both hotels offer. So few details have been released, but here's what is going to be released. But with a whopping 300 million price tag, you see that, ladies and gentlemen? Travelers can look forward to a comprehensive set of high-end facilities and services. You can go look up the Royal Sonesta Kauai. Go look up a Royal Sonesta outside of the United States. All right? So that will give you an idea on what you can expect. Go look at the James. I believe they're up in New York or Boston. I can't remember. Those are 5-star, their own unique way they do it. It's set up like an older custom comfort luxury type lifestyle from years gone by. I don't know what they'll do in Punta Cana, but nonetheless, it's 5-star. And that's going to be in your backyard, along with the casinos and the movie theaters and the sports complexes, the bars, the restaurants, the pool areas, the co-working spaces, the seating areas. I mean, the man-made beaches, all of that. You guys can search the channel. I have plenty of videos on Larimar, so you can go check it out. And November 6th through the 8th, we will be taking a trip up to the Ridge, being under the pavilion. We're going to sit back, relax, and listen to what our friend, the realtors, have to say about Larimar. Gennaro, Gwen, hopefully they're going to be there. Gennaro's wife, she's actually a lawyer as well, so she can discuss, because she's actually very, very beneficial for Larimar owners. She's actually going over the contracts as well to make sure Larimar contracts are legitimate and everything is fine at Larimar. All right, so we're gonna come join us, find out more information. There'll be a link down below. There will be a small fee, because I plan on having people, like I said, coming to talk. We're going to have transportation in case, so therefore you won't have to go get your rent-a-car or anything like that. So we're going to have to figure out the transportation. That's why there's going to be cost, plus a little eat, drink, and be merry. So don't miss it. All right? Do not miss it. A link will be down for that. But if you think that's all, look at this. Top 5 new luxury properties coming to the Dominican Republic over the next year, 2024. Wow. I guess they just have resigned the fact that they know they're going to have 2 million more tourists coming in once 2025 hits. 2024, another million. 2025, another million. They know out of that million, if things stay the same, 60% of those 2 million, 1.2 will be landing at the Punta Cana airport. You guys got to start thinking about this. If you keep sleeping, you're just going to be just like everybody else who was sleeping for Brickell Properties in Miami when they started building their condos, when you could have bought condos for $275,000. Studio units, yes. 1 bedrooms for $375,000. Now people are like, what do you mean they're $700,000? What do you mean they're $600,000 for the earlier projects? So all I'm saying is, this is your play. You can start a business out here. But again, Dominican Republic Weekly, listen to this. The country's eastern region, which encompasses Punta Cana, Cap Cana, Barbaro, and La Romana, is set to add 3,000 new rooms to the already remarkable current 46,000 units. Some of you may be misunderstanding. They have 50,000 hotel rooms in the eastern province. So some people are saying, well, wait a minute now. If there's 50,000 rooms and we create another 50,000 Airbnbs or short-term rentals, what's going to happen? You tell me. What do you think's going to happen? Did you buy a condo or a villa that just has a no pool, like a villa, no pool, and it's just in a random neighborhood? Or did you buy a villa and a pool and it's in a random neighborhood? Or did you buy a condo that just has a pool and a fitness center and security gates? If that's all you have, then I will tell you. There are 4 projects that I've mentioned before that you may want to start considering, because those projects have like 10, 20, 30, 50, and in one case, Cruise on Land has 100 attractions at their location that people can stay at. That's right, you heard me, ladies and gentlemen. Stay at an all-inclusive, have a suite, stay in a 1-bedroom, 2-bedroom, or 3-bedroom, or 4-bedroom at Cruise on Land, and you have a whole water park, mini amusement park with a roller coaster, with go-kart rides, amphitheater, nightclub, restaurants, bars, man-made beaches, 2 of them. But they're not the only ones. Man-made beaches, Larimar. Man-made beaches, Vista Cana. Lazy River, man-made beaches at Atlantida. So you can go and pick one of these locations if you're into real estate. But again, this is Dominican Republic Weekly, and you have to understand, if you're going to make investments, now you know why. According to the Association of Hotels and Tourism Projects of the East, by the end of 2023, the Eastern region could reach approximately 50,000 hotel rooms. I've been telling you guys, it's already 50,000. All right? So they are correct. This is correct. They will be, if they aren't already at 50, by the next 2-3 months, they'll be at 50. They're at 50,000. That gives you an idea. This is why, once again, I'll have to make a separate video. Secrets, Tides, Punta Cana. Opens its doors this fall. Deluge of world-class amenities. Luxurious swim-up suites, seaside and garden views, 8 bars, lounges, pool, beach service, unlimited top-shelf spirits, and 24-hour room and concierge services. There you go, 670 rooms there. Okay? Beautiful. Wyndham Ultra Samana. One of the most anticipated resorts on our list, a 404 unit room in Samana, is now accepting reservations for its December debut. Located at Las Galinas at the eastern tip of the Samana Peninsula. Revamp of the former Grand Paradise Samana. All right? Reopening. Here we go again with some more of this Hyatt craziness. Sunscape, Coco Punta Cana, and Sunscape Dominicus La Romana, scheduled to open January 15, 2024. These 2 Hyatt properties, developed in collaboration with Believe Hotels. That's right, all of you who bought at the Del Mar residences and by eBay, congratulations, because Believe Hotels is part of the now Hyatt brand, and they're bringing in Sunscape Coco Punta Cana. Now, and there's also Sunscape Punta Cana located on Barbaro Beach, but that Believe Hotel also is in by eBay, also has to do with Hyatt. So congratulations for everybody over there. The resort's unlimited fun offerings include a whopping 10 dining options, along with a spa featuring beach gazebo and so much more. Now, that's what they're doing. You already know about the town of Michis is on its way to becoming the country's next luxurious all-inclusive hotspot with 2 notable projects underway. Secrets, Playa Esmeralda Punta Cana, and Dreams, Playa Esmeralda. Can we get another airport out there, ladies and gentlemen? That's the million-dollar question. Now you're understanding why Michis, Macao, all that area is opportunity. All right? And by the way, remember I mentioned by eBay? Situated along Playa Dominicus by eBay. All right? Sunscape Dominicus La Romana. All right? Just so everybody knows, that used to be Believe. Now, town of Michis has Secrets at Esmeralda, Dreams, Playa Esmeralda. You guys already know about that. Zimi Michis All-Inclusive Resort 2024. This is the 5th. They're not even talking about any of these condo resorts. Again, the top 4 resorts have what some of these all-inclusives have, and people are going to be spending who knows how much to be staying at these all-inclusives. So that's it, ladies and gentlemen. We're not going to go but one more spot. I know this is a long video for Dominican Republic Weekly, but for all of you, Four Seasons announces new luxury resort in this growing Dominican Republic hotspot. Okay, Four Seasons. If anybody doesn't know, Four Seasons is one of those high-end locations. You can go check out Four Seasons, for instance, Las Vegas. A lot of superstars stay there. Why? Usually rooms used to be like over $1,000 per night in a lot of locations. This will probably be no different here. And guess where they're going to be at? Ding, 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 ding. Michi's. Brand new high-end sustainable property in Michi's. Again, does this give you a sign to possibly invest in Michi's? When you have all these luxury brands, yes, for me, you go where the luxury is, ladies and gentlemen. That's for me. Capcana, I love it. Larimar, I love it. This is one of the reasons you have opportunities right before you. And these places are barren right now. They haven't hardly built any pre-construction condos, villas, and things like that in the neighborhood. So you have plenty of opportunity. Again, I'll have a link down below so you can go check this out. Four Seasons Resort and Residences is a 60-acre development that will be set along the pristine white sands of Playa Esmeralda. Now you know. The massive project is already seeing significant progress. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. Sometime in 2026. So you have 2 years. Actually, you have a year. That's what you have. If you're going to start doing something in Michi's, thinking that's a great thing for business, now you have it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I don't have anything else to say. This was a long version of the Dominican Republic Weekly, but you deserve it. Because, again, this gives you business opportunities, real estate investment opportunities. You know where the hot spots are coming, and you know where billions of dollars are going to be spent on luxury upscale properties to bring in luxury upscale clientele who spend money. Disposable income. And with all that said, thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. And please like, subscribe, and click the bell below so you get the latest updates. And I know it's hard out here, ladies and gentlemen, but we're giving you an opportunity to figure it out. You can sit around and keep waiting. No problem, no harm. But if things keep going the way they're going around the world, those who have assets, you are going to be able to stay above water. Those who do not have assets, or has started a business or started something that's going to bring in extra streams of revenue, you are going to get left behind. There's just no way around it. And with all that said, keep your head up, keep moving, and I'm out.